while I did recently take a break, I'm so happy to be back. I love it so much. I cannot give this up. I love it. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks for joining. If you already subscribed, thank you so much. My name is Audrey and I have been doing YouTube for a very long time, and so I did a 50 facts about me video when I first started uploading to YouTube regularly. So this was 7 years ago in 2017. So today's video, I'm doing an updated 50 facts about me because I wanted to just kind of compare, and also I've changed a lot in 7 years, so I'm like, let me see, like express myself and see the growth or like the changes. So I did not watch my old video because I was like, I don't want to be influenced by watching it before filming this one. So I'm eager to watch it once I'm done filming this. So if you guys haven't seen it, definitely check it out after this one if you want to compare and contrast and see like how things change in 7 years. Today it's 50 facts about me. I have them written down in my handy dandy notebook, so I will be reading from this. I am a mom of two. I have a daughter and a son. My daughter's name is Amelia and my son's name is Alex. Some of the things I like to watch are documentaries, true crime, politics, current events. I really am interested in like 9/11, North Korea, like conspiracy theories. Not that I believe them, but I just enjoy watching them. So that's typically what you find on my YouTube suggested. I used to be a minimalist before having kids, and after having kids it is a struggle because there's literally toys and junk everywhere. So on that note, I love decluttering and organizing. I also love to-do lists and planning. In case you cannot tell, I am a Virgo. So my favorite exercise is walking, whether it be outside walking during the summer or on the treadmill. I like to do incline walking, but just getting moving, or even during work time, I will walk between like Zoom calls. I'll stand up and pace around the hall. I'm a huge fan of journaling, and so I love journals, stickers, like cute little things. You can see I have like a collage in the back. I love all of that cute stuff. I speak Vietnamese pretty well, but I'm still learning. So my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, they don't speak English, so I've taught myself over the years, and while I'm pretty good, I'm still learning. But I am raising bilingual children, which is so much fun to see them acquire the language and just watch them translating things and like switching between languages depending on who they're talking to. And speaking of Vietnam, I have been to Vietnam 5 times so far, with another trip planned for October. So I actually got married in Vietnam in 2013 and have been taking regular trips since then. I also lived in Beijing, China when I was 20 for study abroad. I was born and raised in Maine, but I moved to New Jersey 10 years ago and I am never leaving. I freaking love New Jersey. Anybody who wants to talk hate about New Jersey, come meet me outside. I love learning languages, even if I know only like a few words or phrases. I think it's really important to learn different languages and cultures, so that's something that I really love doing. I work as an international student advisor for Rutgers University, and so I have 2 degrees. My bachelor's degree is in international and global studies with a minor in geography. Then I went and did my master's in global affairs with a concentration in international education. And what's crazy is my husband Huy was an international student from Vietnam. So he came on F1 visa, we met, love story happened, yada yada yada, here we are today. And so that's another reason why I was really happy to go into this field. I have officially been doing YouTube since 2017, July, so it's been exactly 7 years. But my first video I actually uploaded to YouTube was back in like 2009, and it was a video of my cat jumping. So I've always loved making videos, but there was a time like after high school, between high school and then 2017, I have so many regrets I didn't vlog, like my college times, my study abroad, my wedding. I really wish I had videos of that, but I have been on YouTube for quite some time, and while I did recently take a break, I'm so happy to be back. I love it so much. I cannot give this up. I love it. And one of the biggest reasons why I love doing YouTube is because 2 of my closest friends I only know because of YouTube. So 2 people who were subscribed to me, connected with me, we became really good friends. They don't live in the US, but I am so grateful. So that's just another perk of sharing on YouTube. I am a Spotify premium subscriber. I love music so much and I listen to a variety of music, but I have a hard time finding people who have the same taste in music as me because I listen to Chinese, Vietnamese, Korean music, probably Vietnamese more than even the other two. I used to be a huge K-pop fan. I still listen to Korean music, but V-pop, or whatever you want to call it, Vietnamese music, it is great. I love it. I also love to drive. So my last 50 facts about me video, I didn't even have my license. So I absolutely love driving. I have a Honda Civic. Like if you just tell me like I can just get in the car and drive for an hour, like I would totally be down to drive to Hoboken and back, which is like, you know, a little over an hour or something. Like bam, bam, go on I-95, blast my tunes. My music is loud. If you're in the car with me, it's bumping, windows down, music up. It's the best. I have been going to therapy since 2021. So after having kids, I really struggled with postpartum depression and I've always had anxiety. I've seen therapists in the past, but in 2021, I started seeing this one therapist that I still see today. I'm so grateful for it. I've grown so much and I highly recommend therapy or counseling for anybody who just wants to improve their overall life and relationships, because it has been amazing for me. Hashtag not sponsored by whatever that company is that is always sponsoring every single video about therapy. I love having green plants in my space as decor because I feel like it just brings my vibration up. I love it so much, but these things always die. That one I've had since my birthday. It's been almost a year, but I don't know if you can see right there, there is a orchid that is not with us anymore, I don't think. Yeah. I know this fact was in my last video because it is still true today. I have never drank alcohol, smoked, or done any kind of drugs. Thank you to Officer Mayfield who did the DARE education program during middle school. That was excellent, and here I am, 30, almost 32. Never done any of it. Now, my biggest fear. Tell me in the comments if this is your biggest fear. My biggest fear is death. And I feel like it's not just death of myself, but my kids, my immediate family, my husband. Like, I've always been afraid of dying, but after having kids, it's like a whole nother level, which is also why I go to therapy, because that's helpful to be able to talk about this type of stuff. But yo, I don't want to die. I don't want my babies to die. That's it. Food is life. And so some of the current favorite things I've been eating recently, of course, ice cream is always on the list. I love ice cream. Guacamole, I love to make a guacamole at home. So I get avocados, I mix little tomatoes, little garlic powder, salt, pepper, lime, cilantro, and bam, it's so good. Especially with steak. Guacamole and steak, that's a match made in heaven, better than peanut butter jelly. I also have been eating, what else have I been eating recently? Oh yes, make my homemade focaccia bread, and then I put burrata, basil, cherry tomatoes that I cook down so they're like sweet, and then a little balsamic drizzle. Oh my goodness, that is so good. And then of course Vietnamese food. I love Vietnamese food. So we just recently had bánh xèo, but we cooked it with cocorico, that soda. You put that soda into the bánh xèo. Bánh xèo is like a crepe. You put it in the crepe batter, and whoa, a little coconutty action in there. Oh my goodness, that was so good. And honestly, I would have loved to have taken pictures or videos when I was eating that. My hands were a disaster. I was just going in. Now, I don't know about you, but I like to sleep at night. I do not like naps. They mess me up. They mess up my night sleep. They make me feel groggy. It makes me feel terrible. I would love to have 8 hours of sleep every night. I would say I get 8 hours of sleep once a month. As a mom, my kids, they don't let me sleep. I get like 6.5 hours of sleep at night usually. So it kind of sucks, but maybe someday I will sleep again. Maybe. I am an early bird, so I'm typically up by 6 a.m. Like up out of bed, 6 a.m. I try to go to bed early-ish, so like no later than 11. Like after 11, I'm in danger. If I go to bed after 11, I'm gonna be paying for it the next morning. I paint my nails at home to save money, and so I have two colors that are my go-to. So I love these. This is from Essie. These are the quick dry polishes. So these are the two that I always go to, especially in summer. I've been loving this white. So this white one is called Unapologetic Icon, and the other one is called Skate with Destiny. It's just like a purpley color. I love these because they dry so fast, literally 30 seconds, and the first coat is done. You put another coat, and then within like 3 minutes, you have a manicure done. This is perfect for busy moms. I highly recommend. Not sponsored. I'm still a picky eater, but I am working on it. I think I've gotten better over the years. I would love to be able to like tofu. I think I mentioned in my last 50 facts that I don't like tofu. Vegan recipes always look so effing good. I would love to be able to eat like that, but I love meat. I really love meat, and I don't know, I just can't get behind fake meat and tofu, but let's try. I like to cook, but my husband, he's a way better cook than me, so if I have the option, I'm definitely gonna want to eat his food. I do like baking though, which is not always the healthiest. Like, it's not the healthiest hobby, so I try not to bake all the time, but baking with the kids is so much fun. We have the KitchenAid mixer and they love to turn it on, and they're just so cute. I love it. These are core memories that I will cherish forever. My favorite drink is ice water. Has to have ice. Has to be water. Ice water. I also love brown sugar milk tea with boba. I could also do just brown sugar milk with boba, minus the tea if it's after 3 p.m. because caffeine and me after 3 p.m. Not a good mix. Especially when I'm trying to go to bed early and wake up early. I recently became lactose sensitive. I don't want to call it lactose intolerant because I feel like I'm still able to eat certain foods, but it's been a journey trying to figure out what I can and cannot eat, what's gonna hurt my stomach, what's not. So there's that. Thinking about getting lactose pills. We'll see how that goes. Every night, here's the scene. Box fan on medium, sometimes high, depending on my mood. And every night I sleep with my stuffed leopard. His name is Simba. I will insert a clip of him. He is so cute. I've had this leopard since I was 8 years old. My Meme and Pepe got it for me at TJ Maxx. This leopard's been to Florida, it's been to China, it's been to Vietnam, it's been to Canada, it's been everywhere. And now I have to share it with Amelia, but it's okay. I read before bed almost every night. I have the Headway app. Not sponsored again, but the Headway app is just like summaries of books, like nonfiction books. I read every night. It helps me to calm down, simmer down, keep any intrusive thoughts and anxiety away when I'm trying to fall asleep. And so I usually will read like 3-4 pages, and then by the time I'm at that part, I'm like falling asleep like this. So I just put the phone away, go to sleep. It's a great habit. If you guys aren't reading before bed, check it out. I love photography and videography. I always have. I think I always will. So I actually have pictures I'll put in here. These are some of the first pictures I've taken myself. They were on disposable camera. This was back in 3rd grade, and I just love taking pictures. So it's my favorite. Now, if you and me, if we're gonna go to the ice cream store, I'm either gonna get vanilla peanut butter, or I'm gonna get cookie dough, and I'm gonna ask for hot fudge on top. Those are my two like go-to things. I do love a good waffle cone as well. Sprinkles, not a fan. So if we go to ice cream, you know what I'm getting. What are you getting? Comment down below. I spent a lot of time outdoors as a kid, but now I hate being outside if there's bugs. I cannot stand it. As an adult, I'm like, no, if you invite me to a backyard movie night, get out of here with that. I'm not coming. I'll say I'm not coming, because bugs, that's like bug central. Backyard, at dusk, you're just asking to be bit. I also don't like going back to Maine because there's way too many bugs in Maine. I like my pavement and my industrial zones. I love New Jersey. What can I say? Now, favorite season for me is fall. I like the changing leaves, which is much better in Maine, honestly, than it is here. Changing leaves, the holidays, the cooler weather, baking pumpkin bread. It's just amazing. So after basically September, Labor Day on, the rest of the year, that's like the best part of the year. One of the things that brings me the most joy, aside from my babies, is helping people. So in my job, I help students, and even just going in public and like holding the door for somebody, I absolutely love doing it because it makes me feel so happy to like see the person happy because you helped them. It's just the best. For beach days, I like the beach, but only either in off season or at like early 6 a.m. That's a nice time to go to the beach. I don't like crowds. I don't like super hot. So those are kind of my preferences when it comes to beach days. I have lived on the East Coast for my entire life, and I dream of visiting the West Coast. California, maybe Washington, Oregon, I don't know. In Washington or California, maybe even go up to Canada, British Columbia, something like that. Arizona, I'd love to go stand in the desert next to a cactus. I feel like that would be fun. I like extremes, and like, I don't know, like extremely hot or extremely cold. I'd love to go see a glacier. I'd love to go stand in a desert. I don't know why, it just sounds exciting. However, I would not want to go to space, and I would absolutely not want to go in a submarine. Nope, nope, nope. Hell to the no. My phone is always on silent and mute, but I almost always have AirPods with me. So I do watch stuff. Mostly Instagram Reels I watch in mute, but YouTube I use my AirPods and I watch YouTube. So kind of interesting. I love talk to text. If you get a text from me, it's probably talk to text. I wrote an ebook a few years ago and I sold 7 copies. I try to take time every day for gratitude, especially if I'm having a hard time falling asleep. I just go over like everything I'm grateful for, and I try to also instill that in my kids. So I try to tell Amelia, like, we have to be grateful for this. Not everybody has food, not everybody has toys. So we are very lucky, we have to be grateful. So that's something that I practice every day. I have been to Japan and South Korea, but only in the airport. So I hope to visit those countries officially and not just in their beautiful airports. We had our first earthquake recently, and I gotta say, I am scared of that. I don't like earthquakes, and I already was afraid of tornadoes, even though I've never experienced a tornado. Earthquakes and tornadoes, I don't like it. Keep it away from me. If I see anything like even a 1% chance of tornado coming, you can find me in the basement. Fact number 50. I try not to let it become everything, but motherhood really is the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm obsessed with my kids. I love them to the moon and back. And so while I try to like hold on to my own self-identity, I would not be me without them at this point. I just love them so much. So being a mom, definitely the best thing that ever happened to me. So that's my 50 facts updated version. I feel like this is also a lot longer of a version this time around. So hopefully this video isn't too long and you guys enjoyed it and maybe learned something new about me. But I'm just very excited to be back on YouTube. I don't know, like, I used to do mostly vlogs. I'm looking to do different things. So just stay tuned, subscribe, and I have some cool ideas, so hopefully I can make them a reality. I do work full-time, I do have 2 kids, but I'm hoping to upload once a week here, maybe twice. So let's see, but I'm just so happy to see you guys. Thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.